travel, but I'm on my way. Mama, trust all the steps on my journey, 'cause I'll be okay. I know it's gotta hurt when you know you could've had a president. Guess that I would rather be the man. Maybe one day I will.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 43 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Rosen on 1st down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll run here. It's Murray. And Murray's still down. Maybe shaking up that go-around. Let's hope he's all right. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now Giorgio Tavecchio for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Tavecchio puts this one through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
Now a first down throw. Luck. He'll check this one down to Michel. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the gun, here's Luck. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 2 yards on the completion. It's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
12. Gun.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
On first down, Murray down to the 25. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Detroit! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
That's done. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. To the right side, it's Kelce. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Luck. And it's complete to Kelce. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. Luck now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the red zone now, Luck. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. T.Y. Hilton, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They go play action. It's Rosen. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Again, it's Rosen. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Tavecchio puts this one through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
11Z. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12.
2nd and 10, Luck again. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
On. 12. Yeah, easy.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
12. Tempo. 12.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
12. 11. Hurry.
Throwing again is Locke. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Robert Kimdichie. Busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Mike 51. 12.
Now Locke. Trying it under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Lucky 56.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And the pressure gets to him again. And the 49ers going to take another timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Rosen. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return, it's Tate. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
12.
On 1st down, Love. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They try again with Cohen. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Love. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Hassan Reddick coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Detroit! Detroit!
handoff. It's Murray. And some room to maneuver. And give him 12 yards and a first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a give. This is Murray. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
Rosen just getting the snap off at 1. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Tackle made by Everson Griffin. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Murray has the first down and more, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Gone, 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 gone.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Gone, 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 gone.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So third and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. And this time, Rosen will throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Cohen. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
This is Cohen. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, Michelle. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now Cohen. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
11B. 12.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bud Dupree in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
12. Hey, you need. Be right.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Nelson. A very solid gain of 27. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Lucky 56.
2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Lucky 56.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hole.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Let it roll, let it roll, let it roll.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On 2nd down, here's Love. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, this is Michel, and he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off the toss, Cohen. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Going deep here for Bryant. It's caught at the 10. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and that will push the lead up to 12-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute it.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So a line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
12.
He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. They go.
That ends a game that one team loves and the other team can't stand. Taking a knee, and guess what? The visitors came in and got it done. Wild card round, first step on their way trying to get to the Super Bowl.
First step indeed. They're underdogs. We'll see if they can continue to make some noise in the playoffs, but a good first step. He said they were poised to make a deep run in the playoffs this season, and it's off to a terrific start with a win here.
And once you get to the second round of the playoffs, your goals have been met in a big way, and now you can start to think even bigger.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.